Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mission 1 Cup qualifying session. We are here rounding up, starting up, and all the cars are warming up to drive their first lap. A little spin there from Jake van Laren already in the first seconds of this session. And the first man that will do a lap is Spa-Francorchamps. I will fix my audio, by the way, because it's very, very soft, very not loud. I am very ready to commentate another what should be a promising race. My name is Spa-Francorchamps. We are today on Spa-Francorchamps. I'm your host and commentator for the Mission 1 Cup. It's very beautiful to watch such a passionate and lovely grid right here. And it absolutely is very, very nice to commentate this beautiful cup. Spa-Francorchamps is the first man to drive a lap here on the track of Spa-Francorchamps. Here we go for the first lap of Spa-Francorchamps. Approaching the main straight and going into turn 1. Spa-Francorchamps is going to brake quite late. It's still cold tires, of course. It's getting used to this kinds of conditions. Applauding from the crowd. Approaching an iconic corner. Of course, is Eau Rouge. Here we go, Spa-Francorchamps. Looks quite fast. He's on pace. And approaching here, a purple sector. The first sector of the session. 41.66, already beaten by the car behind him. It's P14, and I believe that should be someone in the name of Philippe Dugaru. And there is definitely some pace there. Showing that Spa-Francorchamps in his debut race is not someone you should mess with. We're still in the pace. Look at that. Spa-Francorchamps approaching the chicane. And he's quite fast. He's pushing the tires right there. It's difficult. Not that easy. But Spa-Francorchamps knows how to keep it between the lines. And pushes it very well. Look at that Porsche. It's a beautiful car and the sound is absolutely amazing, of course. Spa-Francorchamps approaching Blanchimont. And about to possibly do a very nice first lap time. The first time lapped in this qualifying session. We have not seen any lap times yet. Sliding there on the bus stop chicane. Spa-Francorchamps hitting the DRS board there for a second is about to do 2:18.4. Dugaru Philippe has also done a lap. It's 4 tenths behind that. Someone who's doing a lap as well right now is Nathan Groenewoud. He went out on the track pretty late. Oh, there's a yellow flag there in the... I think that's the bus stop chicane. Is that someone going yellow? A lot of lost grip, but that's the pit lane for him. Nick Geerdink, also the first race in the Mission 1 Cup. Nathan Groenewoud. Going through Blanchimont. Nathan is, I assume, doing his first lap here. What is his lap time going to be? Very nice way to approach the chicane there. Wow. Main straight. Nathan Groenewoud. First lap time of the session. Oh, wow. He just drove an outlap. He is now on his first lap time. Actually is. David Vintilescu also going purple in 1. David Vintilescu, a name that has been doing very well so far. And it's all between Nathan and David. Nathan through Eau Rouge. Let out. Wow, wow, wow. Question is Nathan Groenewoud able to maintain his wonderful winning streak? Well, David Vintilescu is also pushing on a very good lap. Purple sector 1. But Nathan Groenewoud beats the first sector with 39.9. In becoming the first sector with the fastest. Purple, purple, purple. Nathan Groenewoud is currently the fastest Porsche in sector 1. Quite close because David Vintilescu is on P9. Right now trying to beat his lap time. David Vintilescu. What is he going to do? Through green, second sector. Oh, broadcast just went off for a moment. Blanchimont, flat out. David Vintilescu. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Final chicane. Quite well. Vintilescu, it's entering the main straight. David Vintilescu. 283, that's a P3. We've seen a purple sector 2 from Nathan Groenewoud. Nathan Alois Groenewoud. Will he claim another provisional pole position just like he keeps doing? Just like he keeps doing every time. Nathan Groenewoud. Blanchimont. Now approaching the final bus stop chicane. Hard brake in. Keep the grip there. Nathan Groenewoud approaching the main straight. And will he improve it? That's the provisional pole position with 7/10 of a second. It's a 2:17.192. Very good job, Nathan Groenewoud. But his Burzins is also not slow. He's a second off from Nathan, but that's not very surprising. And his Burzins is right now on quite a flyer. The question what he's able to do. Flashing his lights to the car in front. That should be a slower car. P17. It's Jake van Laren. The question is, what will he able to do during this flyer? Chinese Burzins. He's still flashing his lights. Which is not weird. Burzins is purple in sector 2. He definitely is improving. He is trying and using, and that's braking from Jake van Laren, which means that there is a gap existing and there's a gap creating. Yannis Burzins. Nathan Groenewoud is purple in sector 3 again. But here we've got Yannis Burzins with a purple sector 2. Was he able to improve the lap time? Provisional pole position. Yannis Burzins. Final corner. Entering main straight. Little loss of grip there. It's Yannis Burzins. 2:17.598. It's a good lap time. Majonchik is now entering a new lap. Trying to drive another flyer. And I gotta say, that is an impressive lap from Yannis Burzins. With a 2:17.5. It's only 4/10 away from Nathan Groenewoud. And I'm saying only because Nathan is a very, very fast driver. Oscar Majonchik. Warming up the tires, sort ofly. He's not on a flyer, I assume. P12. Gas Mulder. Then out for a moment. Here we have Kordian Krzyminski on a flyer as well. Entering the final corner. And Kordian Krzyminski trying to drive another fast lap time. Is he able to do something big from P5? And he improves to P4. It's a 2:17.8. Getting close at this stage. And our favorite Romanian, David Stefan, entering the back straight. David Stefan able to do anything big. It's a real-life racing driver. He's 70 milliseconds off in sector 1. From his own lap time as well. Left the track there for a moment. And he's really trying to find that limit right there. We can see a very big train of cars right here. Driving on this part of the track. Thomas Leipold is on a flying lap either way. Probably trying to get that lap time in. First sector should be something. Thomas Leipold also on his debut race day. What is the first thing that he will do during this session? Thomas Leipold. Sector 1. It's green. Sector 2. That's the question. Haven't done a lap yet. The big question is, what is he able to do? Here in the second sector as well. Mr. Thomas Leipold. Really pushing there, Poelon. Very fast corner. Really looking for the limits there. GG's to Thomas Leipold. Have to keep pushing. That's someone who spin off there. Oh, and Thomas Leipold as well. Goes off the track. That is not ideal. Alexandru Redita. Also his first race. And Alex is also pushing his laps. But he's not on the flyer right now. Someone who is Jake van Laren. Some yellow flags in sector 2 as well. Promises something. Our pole sitter Nathan Groenewoud is still in the pits. Will he still drive the last lap? Or is he going to gamble it? Taking the gamble, it will be a big risk. Because the gaps are not that big, and that's a spin from Jake van Laren. Yannis Beuzens is warming up his tires again for another flyer. And here we have Oscar Majonchik, who messed up his second sector. I think he might have spun or something. Driving very well. Really pushing at this point. P3 for the Polish driver. It's not bad. And to really gain something more. And right now entering the final corner as well. Oscar Majonchik. Entering main straight. Not going to improve right now, but will he for the next lap? Oscar Majonchik. Here we are in Poelon. Trying to understand drivers are flying or not. Trying to learn some fast paces. Onto the chicane. Oscar Majonchik is really flying there. He improved on his first sector. He really pushes the limits of the car at this stage. Really struggling with grip there. But he really understands the car at this point. Some struggles from the Polish drivers in the past. But right now really driving very nicely. Poelon. Last corner. Not very easy. Please don't give me that camera. Oscar Majonchik. On a flyer right now. Hij is gewoon weg. Oh ja, top. I have to... Oh my god. Some technical issues. Nathan Groenewoud. I wanted to check Oscar. Might be improving now. I think he is. Although that's not an improvement, sadly. Nathan Groenewoud is on his last flying lap. The Dutchman. The one with the 100% win rate. Will he take pole position today? That's the question. And his Buzzins is also on a flyer right now. Can't see my mouse anymore. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Minor technical issues. And his Buzzins is probably on the flyer as well. Or he's doing his final flyer right now. He is doing his final flyer right now, of course. Nathan Groenewoud. He's not improving in Sector 1. Maybe he is in Sector 2. Really looking for the limits there. Lovely track indeed. Pushing that way through Kordian Kreminski. Overtook P3 and got P2 by doing a 275. Probably one of his last attempts. A lot of people in the pits right now. A lot of people have finished the session. Nathan Groenewoud is still on the flyer. His last of this qualifying. Purple Sector 2. Is that improvement for Nathan Groenewoud? Is he going to clinch his, I think, first pole position? He hasn't done a pole position yet this competition. Nathan Groenewoud through Blanchimont. Do it. Approaching the final corner. Nathan Alois Groenewoud. Is he getting pole position today? Very nice way to get that chicane. Approaching the main straight. Is it improvement? It is going to be a 2.16.8, and that is the first 2.16.8 we have seen, which means that Nathan Groenewoud has improved his provisional pole position. But the question is, can Yannis Buzzins improve that? It's between Yannis Buzzins and Kordian Krzeminski. Perhaps they're able to do one more thing. I think Yannis Buzzins is not on the lap anymore. Same counts for Kordian Krzeminski. Both drivers are not showing a live timing. Yannis Buzzins. A contender for sure. Off the track and probably not doing a lap anymore. Maybe invalidated the lap as well. I think that's the case. Means that Nathan Groenewoud has got pole position for this race. We have to say congratulations to Nathan Groenewoud. Sorry guys, I can't see my mouse. I also almost spun out there in that corner. That means that Nathan Groenewoud pole position. Kordian Krzeminski still approaching the main straight. Kordian, is he improving his lap time? He did it past the Sector 3 and he actually improved his lap time, but it's not enough. A 2.17.1 is fast, but not fast enough because Nathan Groenewoud has got pole position with a 2.16.885. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you for the race. Please hang on for a moment. It's back. We are right now on the formation lap. Everyone is driving out to start their... Oh, to go to the race start. Fixing my audio a little bit. Just like that. You're about to see something that's going to be, I hope, interesting. I'm very curious. Aantal Groenewoud in pole position, of course. The man with the 100% win rate. Will he do it again today? That is the question. Luka Ischka on the safety car position. And Nathan Groenewoud in pole position, of course. With a 100% win rate. Unbelievable good driver. Struggling with the TV cams, but now we're in. Nathan Groenewoud doing very well in this competition. Kordian Krzyminski on P2. It is Yannis Buzins in P3, who is now leaving the track for a moment. Oskar Macionczyk in P4. Filip Gugaro in P5. David Vitalescu in P6. Brenna in P7. David Stefan in P8. Kai Elsov in number 9. Nicolien Emil in P10. Finn Elsov in P12. In 11. Alexander Raditwa, first race ever in P12. Carl-Jan Mulder, first race ever in P13. And then in front of him is the man Jake van Laren in P14. First race. Thomas Leipold, first race in P15. And we can see Nick Gerdink in P16 and Max Thule in P17. Soon we will see the lights go on and then go off for the rolling start. Aantal Groenewoud in pole position. It is going to be something very exciting. I gotta say I've got some sweaty hands. Because this is going to be one heck of a start, I think. I predict this is going to be one heck of a start. Everyone lined up very well. And the commentator has to turn on the lights as well. And I'm a bit sweating if it's going to be the right timing, but we hope it will. Nathan Groenewoud in pole position. Kordian Krzyminski in P2, that's the front row. Second row, Yannis Buzins and Oskar Macionczyk. And the start lights will be shown. Hope it's the right timing. Quite slow, actually. But it should be good. Should definitely be good. We're going to see the grid forming up right now on Main Straight. And we're going to see a race start very shortly. Lights are on, lights are off, and it's go, 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 go! The race start of race 1 in the third round of the Mission 1 Cup has officially started. It's Nathan Groenewoud with a very good start there. Kordian Krzyminski on P2 on the outside, but Nathan keeps the lead. And Nathan Groenewoud is the leader of the first race of the third round of the Mission 1 Cup. Kordian Krzyminski right behind it. Yannis Buzins, some people went off the track there in turn 1. It is still Nathan Groenewoud in P1. That's Oskar Macionczyk. Will he take the inside there? It's not going to be an inside for Oskar Macionczyk. That will be a very risky move indeed. And let's see who got the better exit there in Eau Rouge. Is Kordian Krzyminski going to be an offense for Nathan Groenewoud? He is an offense for Nathan Groenewoud. And it's probably the outside for Kordian Krzyminski. It's side to side into the Lecombe chicane. Nathan Groenewoud has offense. Kordian Krzyminski. Oh, he is not keeping the position there, which means that Nathan can drive away from that. But will that stay like that? Very close race right here. Very close action right here. The start went very well right there. Max Thule got a little spin there in the chicane. Meaning that he loses some positions in that part of this race. Nathan Groenewoud still in the lead. And it is quite a close race start, I gotta say. David Vitalescu, P9, the man who did very well in the Red Bull Ring, is right now having some struggles. I think he had a little incident in the race start as well. Little train here, back here. Nick Gerdink with David Stefan. David Stefan had an incident right in the start. He did not start from P15. He started much higher, I'm sure. And oh, that is a crash. That is a crash from David Stefan, who drove into the man in front of him. That is a sad moment. Yannis Buzins The boys should definitely try to be in offense for Nathan Groenewoud, because he's already driving away. It's almost a second. Oh, that's Yannis Buzins right behind Kordan Krzyminski. Question is, who can take this position? Yannis Buzins, slipstream of Kordan Krzyminski. Try to gain some time. Pretty close, and maybe that's going to be an offense from Yannis Buzins. Boys are very close, and that's the outside for Yannis Buzins. Outside position, and he misses his braking point. Meaning that Kordan Krzyminski, oh, and he spins out! Kordan Krzyminski spins out of the session. Oscar Majonchik pitting as well. Question is, what are the gentlemen doing? What is the reason for the pit stop? Is there damage? I assume there is damage, but I think more people are pitting at this point. Oscar has a drive-through penalty. That's the correction I have to make. Oscar Majonchik received a drive-through penalty. And Nathan Groenewoud with a 2 seconds gap to Yannis Buzins. The dominant man is dominating again. Almost 3 seconds in front. Finn Elshoff gets offense by Kordan Krzyminski. Slipstream and on the inside. We will see some more racing action. The battle for P4. Kordan Krzyminski. Is that the inside? Is that the inside? That is the inside. Late braking, side to side. Is that going to be well? It is going to be well for now. Finn Elshoff keeps the position. Doing very well to keep that right there. David Vitulescu in battle with Jake van Laaren. Jake van Laaren goes off the track. And that means that he loses the 6th position. And Cas Mulder is able to get that 7th position. And Jake van Laaren, I mean, is right now in front. Side to side through no name. Kordan Krzyminski, what an unbelievable driver. That man knows how to race. Oh my days. First race of this Mission 1 Cup. But he's definitely outstanding already. Overtook Finn Elshoff right there. Wow, 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 wow. P4 for Kordan Krzyminski on debut. Although we haven't seen Alexandru Radita. But he is on P3. The man who's also driving his first race is currently the best rookie. Although he has some offense from Kordan Krzyminski. He has some big offense from Kordan Krzyminski. Kordan Krzyminski on an enormous big slipstream, and that is the overtake, side to side. He's in front, P3 for Kordan Krzyminski, but Alexander Raditu will be close. Big slipstream right there, oh my days. Side to side, Imlan Shimon, oh it's no margin, oh my days, look at that. Will it be an offense, will it be an overtake? That's the inside, but the defense from Kordan Krzyminski, that means that, oh that's Raditu who missed his braking point right there. Kordan Krzyminski maintains the position. That's very close racing indeed. And Finn Elshoff has some offense because Alexander Radita just got overtaken by the gentleman. Means that, oh, this is so close, ladies and gentlemen. 3 right almost. That's the offense from Finn Elshoff. But it didn't work out. David Vitulescu back in the game. As I said, he was performing very well with Red Bull Ring. And he's back in the P5. Top 5 right now for the Mission 1 Cup in Spa-Francorchamps. It is absolutely no margin. Side to side through Eau Rouge. But it is David Vitulescu who keeps the 5th position. And Radita, the 2nd best rookie of this race. Right now in P4. Dominance, dominance, dominance. Really showing what he can do. Finn Elshoff in the slipstream of David Vitulescu. Will it be the inside? It's going to be the inside. Going to be the offense. And that's very close indeed. That is very close. Oh my days. Watch out what you're doing. And also, and that's a spin. Oh, David Vitulescu. David Vitulescu. And Alexander Radita come together. And that is Cas Mulder. Cas Mulder, that's a big crash. Indeed. People keep crashing right there. That was a very big domino effect. And that causes that Oscar Majonchik, after his drive-through, can continue. Wow, 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 wow. Someone who is not very interesting to watch right now in terms of gaps is Nathan Groenewoud, because the man is dominating again. A 1:2:17.3 last lap. Very good driver. Look at the technique. Look at his braking points. Look at his braking technique. Try to learn from that. That is me. I'm sorry. Nathan Groenewoud is performing very well. Here we can see some position changes between Oscar Majonchik and Jake van Laaren. Oscar Majonchik is definitely gaining some positions. Jake van Laaren is still in offense. He has the big slipstream. Very big slipstream there from Jake van Laren. Is he able to get back to position? Big question. Jake van Laren in the slipstream of Oscar Majonchik. Oscar driver for the Atlas competition racing team. But it is Jake van Laren who stays behind. Keep going back to myself, I'm sorry. The minor streaming difficulties. Jake van Laren goes off the track and it means that Oscar Majonchik keeps the position. And in the back there, Kai Elshoff and Alexander Radita. Oh, that's Oscar being very close in turn 1. Kai Elshoff, can he still do it? He can still do it. Inside for Kai Elshoff. Alexander Radita, very close. And they're going side to side as well. Kai Elshoff, just behind Radita. Through Eau Rouge. It is very close indeed. Look at that. Oh, and that's a better Eau Rouge. And there is some very big offense. And Kai also has to take some grass as well. It's Radita who stays, is not in front actually. Going side to side at this point. Then Radita breaks later. Will he keep the position? It's very close and that's contact. That's a spin. That's a spin from Radita. And that is sad. Jake van Laren spun as well. And Max Stühlen now has to try and get through these guys. Max Stühlen trying to get through this package is very close here. 3 cars in 1. And try to find your way there. That's contact again. Radita making some contact this race. Jake van Laren also experiencing some struggles, which means that Max van Tuelen can get now in Jake van Laren. Turn into Max van Tuelen there. But it's Max Stühlen who keeps the position and stays in front. Oh, and that is Max Stühlen who goes off the track. Little spin there from Max Stühlen. That is very close. Some lawn mowing here. Lawn mowing. Oh, Alexander Radita. And Cas Mulder now can get through. And here we can see a battle for P6. Dugaru Philippe in the slipstream of Kai Elshoff. Very big talent, Philippe. Romanian talent. Trying to get the best as possible. And that is all contact and a crash. A crash from Philippe Dugaru and Kai Elshoff. The boys have crashed into each other. And has to regain the track and regain the time. Radita still in the game as well. Very close battles here. The line is still going through. What a close race, man. Very much action. Not lacking action, that's something for sure. Nathan Groenewoud still in P1, leader of the race. Man with a 100% win rate. Who only needs to win this race, next race, and the race after that to become champion. Wow, wow, wow. He's performing very well. Look at that fast pace. The sectors right there. By the way, there's a big battle going on here in the Bruxelles. Going over to No Name right now. Dugaru battling with Cas Mulder and David Stefan. David has gained some positions again. David Stefan is in front of these guys. Dugaru Philippe and Cas-Jan Mulder in P8 and 9. Groenewoud got the fastest lap there, 2:17.249. And that is, that is the inside for Alexander Radita. And he got the position. And that is a successful overtake. Very brave and very well done by, that is Alexander Radita. And we can see a lot of close battles right here. Jan Mulder is right behind Alexander Radita. But he didn't make it. Although Alexander Radita goes off the track, and that means that Cas Mulder is able to get that position. They're side to side again. Cas Mulder has to leave the track there for a moment. That's the outsider for Cas Mulder. Question is what's going to happen inside for Radita. But it's not Mulder who keeps it. Radita stays in front. Jake van Laren now has a beautiful lunge. He can take the slipstream right here. Outside for Jake van Laren. Going in through the Eau Rouge, and Cas Mulder maintains his position behind that. Jake van Laren went off again, I think. Cas Mulder's a debutant, but he's driving very well. 2:25.7 is not a very good last lap, but that's of course because he had some struggles. And that's Eric Brenna on the outside of Jan Mulder. Eric Brenna, in my opinion, the best livery on the grid so far. Sadly, not the position that we want to see him. That's a good way to do it. It's Eric Brenna in front of Cas Mulder. Right behind Jake Laren, but Jake Laren is much slower in Pouhon there, as I can see. Meaning that Eric Brenna has an opportunity to gain some time and possibly get the position. Some grid there. It's not a stable place here to try it. Of sand as well. But as always, it's Nathan Groenewoud in the first position, 2:17.3 last lap. He's definitely the fastest driver on the grid right now. 7 seconds gap to Yannis Bozens, and it's GG from Nathan Groenewoud already. Eric Brenna, P number 10. Reaching the final chicane. Brenna wasn't able to gain some time to Jake van Laren. Oh, what happened there? I don't know what happened there, but someone has disconnected, I think, from the server. Radita. Internet was gone. The internet has snapped out. And the brothers Elsov, Finn Elsov and Kai Elsov in P5 and 6. Interesting way of driving, interesting guys, and very well paced as well. Talent is very big. 2:23 is 3 seconds off of the leader right now, but the boys are very fast indeed. Kai Elsov, even a very good entrepreneur as well, with his own racing team in Le Mans Ultimate. If you're interested in joining that one, you should definitely go to our Discord server, and in the mission logs you can see his Discord invitation to go and apply for his Le Mans Ultimate team. David Stefan. I think he got overtaken by Jake van Laren at that point. I didn't see it, but I'm sure he was P7. Means that David Stefan needs to regain that position. David Stefan through Blanchimont. Erik Brenna behind that. Able to get some time to Jake van Laren. That's the big question mark. Trying to stay in the form. Not easy. Not much pressure on. Brenna's also not a bad racing driver. And if someone is giving him some pressure right now, it's Erik Brenna. Stefan, a very good racing driver in real life. Also now very well performing. 2:19.2 is not a bad lap time. 2 seconds off from Nathan Groenewoud. But Nathan Groenewoud is a bit more advanced in car racing. Nathan Groenewoud is also a person that doesn't need an explanation. It's a very fast driver. That's David Stefan still in between Laren and Brenna. And that's a spin from Jake van Laren. Which means that David Stefan is back in P7 and Erik Brenna has entered P8. And that's David Stefan spinning as well. And that means that Erik Brenna will get P number 7. Because of mistakes from others. Not ideal for the drivers. You could think, why would you do that? Keep it safe, bit on track. Move is fast. That's all what it's about. Nathan Groenewoud approaching the final lap. You can see the white flag being waved. Race 1, round 3 of the Mission 1 Cup is right now entering its final lap. Nathan Groenewoud. We will be seeing some interesting last lap action. Turn 1 is one that he knows to take. Find the limit there. For all the drivers who want to learn, look at his driving technique right now. Because Nathan Groenewoud is someone who really shows us how it's done. I gotta say, the applaud from the podium, from the people out there in the tribunes is absolutely not undeserved. Because Nathan Groenewoud is right now driving his final lap. A very fast driver, mistakes that he is not making. With a 7.9 gap to Yannis Beusens. I've gotta say, both drivers are on an equal pace right now. But the gap has been built up by Nathan Groenewoud for a reason. Simply because he is consistent. Like a professional racing driver. Imagine he will be a professional racing driver. You should definitely try that. Because I think it will be very good. Well, I've got some good news for you. He is. Nathan Groenewoud through Pohon. Very nice line right there. Very early on gas. I really love the driving style this man has. I gotta say he's Dutch, so that's a big advantage. And I would say he's some sort of laboratory experiment between Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton and Michael Schumacher. I think these three are his father because the mistakes that he made are not being seen in the Mission 1 Cup. I can't imagine that this guy has more talent than we can see right now. An 8.5 seconds gap to Yannis Beusens. And Yannis is a driver who also really knows how to drive. I can see a yellow flag, by the way. Yannis Beusens had a moment right there. Almost spun off. Maybe he actually did spin off for a moment. And we can see Nathan Groenewoud approaching Blanchimont for the last time in this race. And now approaching the entry of the bus stop chicane. And Nathan Groenewoud will enter the final corner. And Nathan Groenewoud will absolutely be smiling when he sees that checkered flag. The Dutchman, the MX-5 driver, the real-life racing driver is approaching the main straight. And that means that Nathan Groenewoud wins the first race of this race day here in Spa-Francorchamps. He started from pole and it's P number 1 for the Dutchman. Now the question is, can he maintain his 100% race lead in race number 2? Be sure you keep watching. Kordian Krzyminski P3 race debut for Kordian Krzyminski. And he got a podium on debut as well. Congratulations to Kordian Krzyminski. Yannis Beusens in P2. David Wintelescu in P4. Finn Elshoff in P number 5. Kai Elshoff in P6. You'll see David Stefan finish in P number 7. As far as we need to see the checkered flag. Finn Elshoff has finished. P number 5. Kai Elshoff will be finishing right now. P number 6. Brothers Elshoff on P5 and 6. David Stefan for his race debut approaching the final corner. P number 7 for David Stefan. That's the question. Don't bin it in the final corner. And it's P7 for David Stefan. Erik Brenna also approaching the final lap. And wow. That is some beautiful way to do it indeed. Jos Mulder debuted P9. Philippe Dugaro, the Romanian talent, P10. Disappointing result, I can assume. Race debut for Jake Vallara as well, P number 11. Race debut for Emil as well, P number 12. And the final person who will finish this race is Thomas Leipold. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is, can Nathan Groenewoud finish this race weekend with a 100% race lead? Well, keep watching because we will see that in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the formation lap for race number 2. Right now we're watching our dearest drivers again warming up for another race start. And I gotta say, I can't wait to see what this will promise us. Deze car MP number 1, Nathan Groenewoud. MP number 2. One thing though, very sorry, 1 second. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, for the little struggles there. Just had to fix something, but we'll be seeing another race. And we'll be seeing another very exciting moment where Nathan Groenewoud in P1 will try to keep his 100% race maintenance and win rate. Race car right now on the safety car position, making sure that everyone will be ready. It's Nathan Groenewoud right behind that, and soon we will be seeing a race start, another rolling start as well. Double file will start right now. Means that Nathan Groenewoud. We'll see how that goes. Everyone forming up in our double file position. Nathan Groenewoud in pole position. It's a very nice double file, as we can see right here. Everyone is positioned very cleanly. We're going to see one exciting race start. Through Blanchiment, the whole grid. That's a very nice double file positions. Very close to the safety car as well. Sooner or later, the lights will be turned off by me. Right now, start lights command has been sent. Safety car is going in and everyone will be forming up their position. Means that the race start will be soon. Lights are not on yet. Dank u wel. Lights have been on quite late, but everyone will be making themselves ready for the start. Lights are on. And everyone, pole position for Nathan Groenewoud. Lights are off and it's go, 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 go for the second race in this third round of the Mission 1 Cup. Nathan Groenewoud on the inside. And is someone able to be offensive? Not yet. Yannis Beuzens in P2. And everyone is still well away. That is a clean start indeed. Someone in the back there going off the track. Someone that's Jan-Max Stulen, I assume, in the last position there. And it's an overall clean start. That's side to side for the two boys from Romania. Kordian Krzyminski and Yannis Beuzens. And they keep each other safe. That means that Kai Elshoff can also be in offense. Right now, right here. But behind him is also a car that's trying to overtake him. And that means that everyone is well away indeed. Nathan Groenewoud still in P1. And that is 3 wide there. That's 3 wide. And that is very close indeed. But there is no contact yet. Oh my days. Everyone is really trying it. And it is going pretty cleanly so far. Philippe Dugaru, David Stefan, Erik Brenna. Wow, wow, wow. What a race so far. David Stefan on the inside of Dugaru. Philippe right here. The two friends from Romania. Side to side. Still side to side. That is unbelievable indeed. Oh, that is very close. David Stefan to Dugaru Philippe. And this is some close racing at the moment. Kai Elshoff on David Wintelescu. Will this be some offense right now? Inside for Kai Elshoff. The man from the Netherlands inside, and David Niculescu goes off the track, meaning that he will lose a lot of positions, and that is Dugaro Philippe. Oh no, it's not Dugaro Philippe. There is a car back there that also lost it for a very big moment of time. Erik Brenna with Finn Elshoff, keeping each other alive, surviving that moment on track. Erik Brenna still in P5. This is some close racing indeed. Finn Elshoff right behind that. Slipstream from Erik Brenna. The Dutchman against the Norwish. Trying to get some speed there. Very strong slipstream. Will this be a late dive? Well, it will not be yet. Through the bus chicane. And ooh, Erik Brenna misses his braking point right there. This is going to be some close racing action. And that is Erik Brenna going very right. And ticking the Finn Elshoff. Look at the back there. That is a big pack right there. Even behind that, Kals Mulder with the boys behind that. And that is almost 3 wide for Kals Mulder and David Stefan. There is a man who's very unlucky, by the way. That is Oscar Majonchik. I don't know what happened, but he's not on the pace. Not with the package. David Niculescu on a very strong slipstream of Dugaro Philippe, the two Romanians. David Niculescu. Not keeping it yet. That's Erik Brenna right there with Finn Elshoff side to side. Once again. But Erik Brenna stays in front, I think. Although Finn Elshoff does not stay back. Not an easy driver to challenge. Finn Elshoff, that's very close. And oh, Philippe Dugaro takes the position. And Philippe Dugaro is in front of that. This is some very close racing indeed. Wow, wow, and once again, wow. Dugaro Philippe, Erik Brenna. Close racing, that's what we can say. Who won? Who's going to keep the position there? Who's going to keep the grips there? But I guess can tell you something exciting as well. Janis Bozins is gaining on Kordian Krzyminski for P2. Question is, who can keep that position up? Wow, wow, wow. Janis Bozins is very close there in the slipstream of Kordian Krzyminski. Very close racing action indeed. That's something we can definitely say. That is Kordian Krzyminski also losing a bit of grip there in Blanchimont. Means that Janis Bozins can come much closer. The two white-purple cars are making contact. Meaning that Janis Bozins get a little spin off there. It's unlucky, and that means that Kai Elshoff is also able, oh that's me, to gain a little bit of positions back. One who's very close as well is Philippe Dugaro on Finn Elshoff. Finn Elshoff on the inside. But he's not doing it. Not yet. Not enough. Jake van Laren, wow, that's very close to David Stefan. Some bump drafting as well. No margin right here. Jake van Laren really trying it. Past the Renault Rouge. Really on the limit, these two guys. Very good slipstream from Jake van Laren. David Stefan also still there. Oh, this is no margin. This is no margin. Definitely going to be a side-to-side through Le Combs. That's Jake van Laren. Oh, and that's contact. The boys have not succeeded to go through the Le Combs chicane. That's for Jake van Laren, still in front. Nick Gerdink, in fact, is right behind that. David Niculescu trying to get to the top 5. Erik Brenna performing very well in as well. And Nicodem Emil, also trying to get that pace up. Really trying to get their positions back. Someone who's also trying to get the positions back is Spa-Francorchamps. He is really performing well at this stage. Trying to be fast again. And he really is gaining back. Got the position from Nick Geerdink. Although Nick Geerdink might actually make an offense right here. Very close. But it's enough from Spa-Francorchamps to stay in front. Be an offense to, possible offense to David Stefan. Ladies and gentlemen, we're halfway through the Mission 1 Cup. Race 2 of round 2. 3, I mean. Apologies. And we're right now watching at Erik Brenna with an amazing slipstream to Kai Elshoff. In fact, this might be another attack from the Norwich Erik Brenna. And also a big advantage for David Vitulescu, because these gentlemen will race and lose some time. Erik Brenna making contact there as well. Inside, outside, and is in front of Kai Elshoff. Very well done by Erik Brenna. And that means David Vitulescu also get a bit closer. Kai Elshoff really wants to get that position back, but he's too much behind. Pujon, is that a possibility? It is a possibility. David Vitulescu outside through Pujon. And not enough to get the position for Kai Elshoff. Still side to side, still side to side. Oh my days. Gentlemen are still side to side. Also through this couple of corners. The chicane here in the third sector of Spa-Francorchamps. Very close line there from Kai Elshoff. But it's enough to stay in front. David Vitulescu. And David Vitulescu is still in P6, trying to get that top 5 finish. Very close. Someone who's also really pushing is Kordian Krzyminski. Really wants to get that position from Nathan Groenewoud. But it's not easy. It's not easy, and it will be very impressive if Kordian Krzyminski could be the first one. Also on debut to get Nathan Groenewoud. Equal times. Nathan Groenewoud is only hundredths of a second faster than Kordian Krzyminski last lap. At 2:17.5. Kordian is very close to the fastest lap of the race. And that's an extra point. Kordian Krzyminski is doing very well at this stage. Question is, can he gain some time? He probably needs a mistake from Nathan Groenewoud. Kordian Krzyminski really hot lapping at this stage. David Vitulescu, we're missing some action. David Vitulescu on the outside of Kai Elshoff. And that should be an overtake. And is it going to be overtake? Well done. He's losing some grip there, and it's side to side still. David Vitulescu still. Oh, that's me. Oh, what is happening right there? Oh, that's Kai Elshoff losing it for a moment. But it's enough to stay on track. And here we have Philippe Dugaru, and by the way, well, good job, well done by Spa-Francorchamps, who's right now in P10. And is actually winning the P top 10 and also about to get P9. Coming closer to Philippe Dugaru indeed. He is flashing. He's shown his lights. Philippe has been seeing the flashlights from Spa-Francorchamps, but it's not enough until Oscar overtakes. Oscar is looking for the opportunities, looking for the gap, but he's seeing that it's not there yet. Really looking for every corner right there. Interesting tactics. Very massive slipstream right there. Very good slipstream. Some dirty air for Blanchimont. But definitely a very strong slipstream right now, and that will surely be offense into the bus stop chicane. Side to side right here. Through Blanchimont, also overtaking Vinelso, but that's 2 in 1 for Oscar Majonchik. Wow, 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 wow. 2 in 1. Also getting Kai Elshoff here. And the man went from P10 to almost P7 in a blink of an eye. Wow, what an overtaking that here. What a very fast Polish driver. And he got Kai Elshoff, meaning that he got from P10 to P6, I assume, in that blink of an eye. By the way, it's Nico den Elmin, so it's P10 to P7. But he's behind Emil again right now. P8, P7. Who will get that position? That's the big question. Oscar Majonchik on a very dirty slipstream right there. Outside for Oscar. Inside for Nico den Elmin. And who is getting the position right now? That's the question. That's the question. It is side to side for the Lecombe chicane. Oscar Majonchik, P number 7. Can he get it? Can he get it? Inside and goes off the track. Goes off the track and might have got an advantage as well. And that's a crash for Nico den Elmin. Vinelso in P9. And Philippe Bugaro in P8. Close racing, and in the blink of an eye, Oscar Majonchik gained 3 positions. Ooh, that's a spin. Philippe Dugaro is not having his day today and spun out of the track. David Stefan in P9 again. And we can see it's getting very close at this stage. And also David Stefan off and spinning in Pouhon. Wow. Guys are really struggling with grip today. An easy track. Definitely not is. Laat de Groenewoud approaching lap 8 number... lap number 8. From the total of 10 laps. And it's really showing some pace. 2:89 last lap. But his fastest lap was a 2:71 before that. And that is impressive. It's a safety car, by the way. I have not seen that message. But we have now a safety car. Kaishka is out there. We have some safety car exits. And that is actually very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Because Kordian Krzyminski gets an opportunity again. There is an opportunity. If we will finish under the safety car, there is not an opportunity for Kordian anymore. But if we won't finish under the safety car and have a last lap of racing action, we actually will see some racing action. This is going to be drama. This is going to be massive. It's lap number 8. Here we see a last lap battle. Nathan Groenewoud with a 100% win rate. And I gotta say, he should be nervous right now. Quite sure that he is really having a heartbeat. Because Kordian Krzyminski has a chance again. Luka Iska, your race director right now, leading the pack. Maintaining the pace. And I assume he won't get in this lap. The safety car will definitely get in later. Safety car will probably stay in here. Actually, question is, will we still see a racing lap from the safety car? There's still one more racing lap after this lap. I gotta say, this makes the race a whole change. A whole difference. The whole gap that Nathan built, a 4 seconds plus gap, has changed. Oh, the whole pack is back again. Safety car is still staying out. The question is, will we see that for the final lap as well? If I assume that, of course, the drama has been packed up. So I think next lap, we'll still have one more racing lap. From now on, the communication is that we will. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a lit ending. Heck of a final right here. The whole race has changed right now. The whole race perspective has changed. Safety car right now out. Nathan Groenewoud still in the lead. But Kordian Krzyminski and also Yannis Bozins has a new opportunity. Because everyone is right now packed up again. And wow, this really changed it. Will Nathan Groenewoud stay and maintain his lead advantage? I am keeping an eye on the track. I'm keeping an eye on the chat. To see if we will get another safety car lap, or if we will get another race lap. Best lap from Nathan Groenewoud, a 2:17.1. Best lap from Kordian Krzyminski, a 2:75. Something we can see out of that is that the gap difference, the pace difference is very minor. The only thing is that Nathan Groenewoud is consistent over a race distance. Kordian Krzyminski is very fast on a single lap. Also, Nathan Groenewoud will probably feel a lot of pressure right now, although I actually don't really expect it, because Nathan Groenewoud is someone who can really keep cool under pressure. But I think we will see one more lap of racing action. Almost everyone has joined the safety car train. Plus, the drama has been messed up. Everyone is back into race format and race trim. The track is ready to race again. Sooner or later we will receive a message if the safety car will get in or not. Because after this lap, it's only one more lap and the white flag will be shown. Ladies and gentlemen, my heart is starting to race. Because safety car is in this lap. And that means that we'll have one more racing lap of this race day. The final one will be between Nathan Groenewoud and Kordian Krzyminski. I can't stop laughing because this will be drama. This will be action. Ladies and gentlemen, keep watching, because after only 2 kilometers of driving, we will for sure see another exciting last lap. Turning up the volume a little bit, as you can see, because I want to hear the cars scream very well. Sooner or later, we will see the safety car get into the pit lane. The lights are off from the safety car, meaning that there will be a gap between Nathan Groenewoud and Kordian Krzyminski. And I'm trying to get the rear view, because Kordian Krzyminski is right now right behind Nathan Groenewoud. And the question is, when is Nathan Groenewoud going to head off? It's all the choice is all his. Leader to detect the pace, wait for green flag. If the car should get into the pit lane. And it's all between Nathan Groenewoud and Kordian Krzyminski. It's very close right now. Nathan Groenewoud in the lead. Kordian Krzyminski in P2. One more lap of racing. Someone just overtook here. What's Philippe Dugaro doing? What is Philippe Dugaro doing? I don't know what Philippe Dugaro is doing. But either way, it's green flag, and that means that Nathan Groenewoud has officially joined the final lap. Dugaro Philippe is doing something very weird right here, which means that Kordian Krzyminski has to overtake him, and Nathan Groenewoud maintains the lead right there. Expected some more exciting racing action, but Dugaro Philippe just, I don't know what happened, but he just overtook him. Kordian Krzyminski has to overtake Dugaro Philippe right now. Right behind him through Eau Rouge. Close racing action indeed. Faster right here. Now I'm not sure if Dugaro Philippe did something correct there. Because the one who had to decide the pace was Nathan Groenewoud. But Kordian Krzyminski overtakes Dugaro Philippe at this stage. And there is an incident between Yannis Bozins and Dugaro Philippe. And that is a big moment indeed. Meaning that the Latvian driver lost some time there. Erik Brenna is close to a podium, but one man who stays in front is Nathan Groenewoud. And wow, what a close moment there. Final lap is happening. Bozins and Kordian Krzyminski still in the fight. Maybe that could be an advantage for Erik Brenna as well. We only have a few more kilometers to go. Race is almost over. Erik Brenna able to get a podium. Question is, Yannis Bozins and Christian Minsky, will they still have a battle? Will they still have an overtake or an offense? I gotta say, Yannis Bozins will be in a very good slipstream right in a moment. Especially on that back straight where we will be heading very soonly. Just after this corner. That means that Nathan Groenewoud also approaches it. Big slipstream from Yannis Bozins, but I think too big from Bozins to possibly do something into the final corner. Means that Christian Minsky will definitely keep that lead. Nathan Groenewoud approaching the final corner, which means that Nathan Groenewoud will... It was very exciting for a moment if he would maintain it or not, but Nathan Groenewoud is the man, Nathan Groenewoud is the man, Nathan Groenewoud is the man, and crosses the finish line to win another time today and maintains his 100% race win advantage. Corné Krzyminski in P number 2, Yannis Bozins P3, and Erik Brenna just misses out on that podium in P4. David Wintelescu P5, congratulations, and Oscar Majončík started from the back, and we can't miss that man because the man finished in P number 6. Wow, wow, wow. Kai Elshoff in P7, David Stefan on his debut in P8, and Elshoff in P9, and the top 10 is being finished by Duraro Philip in P number 10. Nathan Groenewoud, what a man. He is someone who does not make any mistakes. By the way, I'm missing something. Final lap. Thought it was done. Oh, it is done. I'm sorry. Nathan Groenewoud is the man who finished the race, who won the race again. Nathan Groenewoud is a man who is not here to make any mistakes. The man is an alien. The man is born to do this. Nathan Groenewoud only needs to win one more race before he officially is champion. Oh, I'm sorry. That is my mistake. And doing some donuts, indeed. Nathan Groenewoud. The man who only needs to win one more race before actually claiming that title. Meaning that he is absolute dominance. So he's doing some donuts right here. And you should definitely have a picture for that. I will take a picture. For sure. A little moment for the boys. Nathan's still there. This is Nathan. Nathan, one more. Oh, you're out of shot. Some pictures, ladies and gentlemen. That is very beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Groenewoud is the winner of the race once again. And I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this live stream. Thank you so much for watching this round. Next week we'll be back in the Hockenheim ring. Sorry, Imola. So we'll be seeing that very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next broadcast.